Hey everybody, Cone here with another installment of Cone IRL, kind of a house and garage update mini-series we're doing here. This week, rather than last week, ZeeKay and Bonka were here to help out with the house and garage, and I have huge thanks to them. They actually came up here intending to go to Radwood, but because of everything that's going on, Radwood obviously got canceled, so they decided to just hang around and help me with stuff with the house that, once again, just like cleaning out the garage, I had planned on taking many weeks, many months to get to. So I recorded some bits here and there. A lot of it was done on live stream, but I wanted to give those who maybe just see the YouTube videos a little bit of an update as to what all has gone on. If you don't know who ZeeKay and Bonka are, where you been? No, ZeeKay is one of my co-hosts on Ranwin Parked. Bonka is his wife and the social media director of Ranwin Parked. She does all of the Instagram posts and whatnot. And they are two awesome people that enjoy doing ridiculous things. I enjoy doing ridiculous things. So let's look at some of the ridiculous things. So take a moment to remember what the kitchen used to look like. And now it looks like this. It's so much brighter. It is so much brighter. It's amazing what a difference this made. It's amazing what a royal pain it was to do. But it's also amazing how much of a difference for basically no monies or little monies. Just a lot of elbow grease and some paint. These are the same exact... Who are you? Get back into your home. I see you there. Gotcha. Yeah, these are the same cabinets and same cabinet faces from before. Same stuff that's always been here, just repainted and refinished. So we had to sand and clean and clean and clean and clean and clean. Bonka seriously worked her butt off cleaning these things because they were disgusting. She has now dubbed the people that used to live here the lizard people. They were gross. Overall, it was about 2 days of solid full days of work to get it all done, but it looks amazing. I am super happy with it. Pretty happy with the product. What was it? It was Nuvo, N-U-V-O. The colors were Tidal Haze, and the borders, they're actually gray. They're not white. Looks a little bit deceiving next to the blue, but they are gray, and they are driftwood gray. And I'm happy with the color choices. I'm happy with the two-tone. I feel like all blue would have been too much and all gray would have been too drab, so I think it's perfect. It didn't quite modernize it, I wouldn't say, but it certainly brightened it, and I don't know, it just seems like a much happier place, even if it's not a much newer looking place. And I mean, it is nicer looking just because it's so much cleaner too. And of course, the other half of the activity happened down here in the garage, which has been not a huge transition like last time. It's not like all the stuff leaving, which was so visually pleasing. But some of the things we wanted to do was to paint the whole thing, which you can tell hasn't happened, and build the new workbench. And I wanted to build a little streaming station, like a little place for the laptop and streaming gear to live. So here's some of that. So the reality is we got one wall painted-ish. It wouldn't say it's done. I tried to use what I thought was the correct stuff, this Drylock, which is, meant for sealing concrete or cinder blocks. It does, but it goes so very not far. It would have taken, I would have estimated maybe $600 worth of this stuff to actually paint the 3 walls in here. So that just wasn't working out. It didn't happen. So what we ended up doing was switching to just a very plain, basic maintenance paint, and that was way better. So that's a job still in progress, but it is going to make a huge difference. Just like dreary, bright, just helps bounce the light around in here and will help make the place look cleaner, and it will help with, like I said, bouncing light around, making it easier to get footage in here. Over here in the corner, got the workbench built. It's nice and simple, but it does have that piece of plate steel on top so it can be used as a welding surface in the future. It's got a lip on it for a ground. The vise still needs to be reattached. I gotta get some new bolts for that. But the grinder is attached and it does work. And that will be spinning for the rest of this video. And yeah, perfectly happy with that. I decided to tuck it here in the right corner because I found out with this area here open, I can actually fit 3 cars in here. I can put the Audi and the 240 nose to tail in here. And what's really cool is with both vehicles in here, there's still like tons of room to move around. Like I'm not cramped in here. I can still work at the workbench. You know, I can still get to the whole middle over there with both cars in here. And that's very cool. So that's a huge improvement over how it was and a huge improvement over my last space as well. And then right here we have my mobile streaming station. So it's just a little table on wheels. It's got a shelf to hold the speakers. It's got the power strip mounted to it so I can just run an extension cord to it. I think what I'm going to end up doing is actually running my Ethernet cable through the roof and doing a drop down to it rather than trying to use the wireless for streaming because there's just too many chances for interference on wireless. I've not had much luck, and I think the laptop's wireless card may be on the way out or is dead. Who knows? Something was going on with it, but that's the plan for now. Speaking of that, we now have a wireless hub and a switch, a nice router up there so that we can have Ethernet out here in the garage. One of the other big things that I wanted to have happen while they were here is some art, because we had all that scrap metal and I was instructed to not throw it all away, which wasn't going to happen either way, because Bonka wanted to do some welding art. And in fact, use, believe it or not, that thing. The mounted up, wall-mounted stick welder, arc welder that's been here for who knows how long. It works, it powers on, it does weld. I don't think it did great, or maybe we just didn't know the settings on it because who knows what the settings are on it. But it did in fact work and make welds happen. But for most of it, the Little Mig came in handy. And here is some of that. He's beautiful.
He's a cute.
He got nails for whiskers. I don't know what his mouth is.
It was like a hinge off of something I found.
It was like a lap or like a catch.
It was like a catch to something. Is that for like a hood or something?
I don't know what his eyes are.
I don't know either.
Some kind of lock washer.
I found them and they're aluminum, so I couldn't weld onto them, but I welded them. Art.
Art. We do art here. Do you do art here?
Occasionally.
No, you don't. You did this wall, but it's not really art.
It's not art. It can be art. It could be like contemporary art.
Oh, yes.
It did look like art.
Yes,
It looked like 6-year-old art for a little while.
There is scrapped metals. He's sad now, though. ZeeKay and Bonka went back home. Aww. Being out here in the garage reminds me that one of the things that we did this week was have ZeeKay drive the ramp truck with the trash up to the dump so that we can make a trip. And I made a little bet that if he could drive it to the dump and not grind third gear, I would ride in the back seat, rear-facing seat of the Roadmaster through a twisty road trip. And if he couldn't do it, then he had the ride in the back.
Is that luxury power steering?
You really don't have to give it much gas.
Habit.
What was that?
That was me reaching for the gear shifter in the Roadmaster. Gotten too used to driving automatics.
Man. I don't know if that counts. Yeah! No, it won't go in anything now. Don't force it. You just gotta roll it to a stop. Roll it and keep trying to get back to second. Slowly, like just, yeah. Gotta give it a little gas.
There we go.
Alright, we're going left here. So you gotta stop.
Oh.
You got a big downhill section here, you'll be good.
So, after third, is it straight back or?
It's straight down, but it's sprung, it's not sprung at all, basically, so you have to physically move it to the center.
Okay, because I think that might be what I might have been hitting a different gear.
Right. Yeah, you might be trying to get back to second. Also, I think your blinker's on, old man.
Nope.
Yeah, you need to go further right. You're second right now.
Well, I was trying to get to second.
Oh, we're going way too fast for second. We're going way too fast for second. Now you might get it.
Aha, there we go.
If at any point you're like, this is dumb, please drive it. Let me know. Sorry, children.
Excuse us. Excuse us, children. Hey.
Yeah, now that I know where fourth is.
Yeah, fourth is usually not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient.
What? Just the
Just the pole in the middle of the road.
electrical pole literally in the middle of the road?
I got a good video of that on the way back.
Can we take this route again?
Their favorite feature.
Don't hit the pole.
Yeah, don't hit the hole. Someone has hit that over time.
No, they put a reflector on it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Slow down too much. No grind third.
There's a jack and a center
third without grinding then.
Yeah, you get lucky every now and again.
Sorry we missed it. Crunchy!
Not crunchy.
Not crunchy.
All right, have fun.
Okay, bye.
I don't know how to close that thing.
You just close it.
I don't have two hands. That's satisfying. How you doing?
I'll be fine.
There's a guy making us go slow, and you're very lucky.
Double line, so fast.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to locate all the rattles.
I was hoping somebody would start tailgating us since we're going slow. You could just like stare into their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Good news.
What's the good news?
Slow guy is pulling over.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Loose and not safe.
We need an intercom.
I know. Should get an intercom system for the back of the Roadmaster.
What?
I said we need an intercom system.
What about your mom?
You look so sad. Like you have like a head tilt that looks very.
Oh, somebody's behind us.
Oh, stare him down. Just stare at him.
Down. Look the other way. Like
Yeah,
oh,
make
God.
him feel awkward.
This is him.
He just gave me a head tilt. Or a head nod.
Oh,
like-
nice.
Like up or down.
Like,
Mm-hmm. You had no reason not to. Oh, we booking it. Hold on.
Oh boy, we booking it. Hold on back there.
That was fun. Was it terrifying?
Was it terrifying?
yeah.
That's perfect. I haven't touched the throttle in so long. Not a fan of that?
You seem uncomfortable.
No, I'm fine.
Got it.
You're just doing this on purpose.
Doing what on
Just
purpose?
hitting the apexes, man.
That was straight.
You must be seeing it differently back there.
So how was your ramp truck experience?
I ground mini gears.
Uh-huh.
The steering is very tight and it's very maneuverable.
I don't believe you. At one point, I saw you think you had the wheel straight, but you still had another full turn in it. It's not undrivable.
No.
It is zero. It's like 100% less fun than it would be with an actual working transmission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it would actually be fun to drive if you could shift properly.
And how was your rear passenger Roadmaster experience?
You ever been on a boat like in a slightly, not a choppy sea, but like just big, slow
yeah,
waves?
rolling,
Yeah, basically that.
sitting backwards.
Yes.
You're a good sport.
Hooray.
You didn't do anything. So there's one last thing that did happen while they were here. I had ZeeKay do a vinyl sticker cut print for me. He has done all the stickers on the 240, which are currently like seriously covered in pollen. The pollen is going crazy here right now. But he's done all of the sponsorship logos from Patreon for the car, and I had him do one for the ramp truck because one, Rathian loved the artist of the Brandon Park logo, and a lot of the art that I use was nice enough to draw something up for me that I wanted done for the ramp truck, because when I got the ramp truck on the day that I was actually driving to go look at it, totally not buy it. So I think it was on the way home or during, or I don't remember exactly when, but on that day, we found out that Jessie Combs had passed away from a jet car racing accident. It was something that stuck with me because, I mean, I wouldn't say I was like a huge like fanatic or anything, but she was just always one of those people that I really respected for appreciating the hobby no matter what it was. Like there was so many different things that she did with the automotive community, and none of it had to be the same. Like she just accepted and wanted to be part of all of it, and it always just seemed like no matter what it was, if it had to do with engines or cars or moving or racing, she was interested in it, and that's kind of how I am as well. And she just has, you know, she had a very true kind of personality that wasn't overplayed up or anything like that. It was just, I don't know. I always really appreciated everything that she was in and everything that she was doing. So when I decided that I was buying the truck, I decided that it would be known as Jessie because my vehicles have to have names for some reason. And this is a quote of hers and some art done by Rat. Good recovery. I mean, you meant to do that because you liked the bigger text better.
Actually, I do like it a
I
lot
like
better.
this a lot better.
What? No, that's not too big. That could have fit.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't send you the wrong measurements. I sent you no measurements.
This is true.
So once again, thank you to ZeeKay and Bonka, and thanks again to Mock last week or whatever week that was at this point for coming over to help out. Thanks for the distraction on everything that's been going on in the world. It's been great. I need to relax though. It's been day after day of work, and physical activity, and I'm pretty exhausted. I know they're exhausted. I know it's taken Mock a while to recover as well, but you know, it's been worth it. Seeing the transition has been great, and seeing everyone enjoy watching and like staying along with the process has been great. The amount of people that were interested in emptying that barrel back there was insane. Just it's been wild. It's been fun. There will not be too much rest for the weary though, because I'm going to get back out to working here. I'm going to try and get the rest of the walls painted and continue trying to make this space the space that gets us ready to really start working on the ramp truck, because that's the next thing on the list, really. Once I get this space good to go, it's going to be streaming body work and paint work and hopefully transmission work and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you next time.